Welcome to Wonderslate. Subscribe to our Telegram channel given in the description to updates and study materials. Topic for today's quiz is Morphology of flowering plants. Question number 1. Find the odd set out. Option A. Stolons, rhizomes, corms. Option B. Thorns, bracts, stipules. Option C. Pneumatophores, stilt roots, haustoria. Option D. Tapetum, pollen grain, endothecium. The correct answer is Option B. Thorns, bracts, stipules. Thorns are hard, rigid extensions of leaves, roots, stems or buds. Bracts are specialized leaf or leaf-like parts, usually situated at the base of a flower or inflorescence, while stipules are small leaf-like appendages, typically borne in pairs at the base of the leaf stalk. Thorns, stipules and leaf do not belong to a common category. Question number 2. Why are most of the seeds so hard and durable? Option A. Due to the drying up of the tissues. Option B. To protect the embryo. Option C. To protect the plumule. Option D. To survive the winter season. The correct answer is Option B. To protect the embryo. In angiosperms, the male and female gamete unite to form the zygote, which forms the embryo. The embryo, after many stages of cell division and cell differentiation, ultimately transforms into a new plant. So, for the propagation of the generation, embryo of angiosperms needs to be protected against the harsh environment. This is done by the seed, which encloses the embryo. Therefore, seeds usually have a seed coat, which is a hard outer covering and protects the seed from harsh environmental conditions and mechanical damage. Question number 3. Which symbol is used to denote superior ovary? Option A. G. Option B. G. Option C. G. Option D. None of them. The correct answer is Option A. G. Superior ovary is indicated by a G with a line under it, while the inferior ovary is denoted by a G with a line above it. This is to indicate the position of the ovary as being above the other whorls or vice versa. Question number 4. In unilocular ovary with a single ovule, the placentation is Option A. Marginal. Option B. Basal. Option C. Free central. Option D. Axile. The correct answer is Option B. Basal. In unilocular ovary with a single ovule, the placentation is basal. In basal placentation, the placenta develops at the base of ovary and a single ovule is attached to it, as in sunflower, marigold. When the placenta is axial and the ovules are attached to it in a multilocular ovary, the placenta is said to be axile. In parietal placentation, the ovules develop on the inner wall of the ovary or on peripheral part. When the ovules are borne on central axis and septa are absent, the placentation is called free central. Question number 5. The eyes of the potato tuber are Option A. Axillary buds. Option B. Root buds. Option C. Flower buds. Option D. Shoot buds. The correct answer is Option A. Axillary buds. Underground stems of some plants are modified to store food in them. The tuber has all the parts of a normal stem, including nodes and internodes. The eyes of a potato are axillary buds formed in the axils of scale-like leaves. Question number 6. An example of axile placentation is Option A. Agemone. Option B. Dianthus. Option C. Lemon. Option D. Marigold. The correct answer is Option C. Lemon. Lemon shows axile placentation where the ovary is sectioned by radial spokes with placentas in separate locules. Question number 7. Venation is the term used to describe the pattern of arrangement of Option A. Floral organs. Option B. Flowers in an inflorescence. Option C. Veins and vianlets in a lamina. Option D. Sepals or petals in a flower. The correct answer is Option C. Veins and vianlets in a lamina. Venation is the term used to describe the pattern of arrangement of veins and vianlets in a lamina. When the veinlets form a network, the venation is termed as reticulate. When the veins run parallel to each other within a lamina, the venation is termed as parallel. Question number 8. Keel is characteristic of the flowers of Option A. Gulmohar. Option B. Cassia. Option C. Calotropis. Option D. Petunia. The correct answer is Option B. Cassia. Cassia is a flowering plant in the family Fabaceae. The members of this family have a very typical arrangement of the corolla. There are 5 petals. The largest, standard, overlaps the 2 lateral petals. Wings, which in turn overlap the 2 smallest anterior petals. Keel. This type of aestivation is known as vexillary or papilionaceous. Cassia belonging to Fabaceae also shows vexillary aestivation. Question number 9. Which of the following cannot be determined by observing a floral diagram? Option A. Aestivation of calyx and corolla. Option B. Position of ovary on the thalamus. Option C. Placentation. Option D. Symmetry of flower. The correct answer is Option B. Position of ovary on the thalamus. Floral diagrams are stylized cross-sections of flowers that represent the floral whorls as viewed from above. Rather like floral formulas, floral diagrams are used to show symmetry, numbers of parts, the relationships of the parts to one another, and degree of conation and/or adnation. Such diagrams cannot easily show ovary position. Question number 10. Which among these is the tallest angiosperm? Option A. Australian eucalyptus. Option B. Banyan. Option C. Silver oak. Option D. California redwood. The correct answer is Option A. Australian eucalyptus. Angiosperms are quite dominant and they happen to be among the biggest plants on the planet. Among angiosperms, the Australian eucalyptus happens to be the tallest, growing up to 110 meters in height. Although the California redwoods or the Sequoia sempervirens are the tallest trees in the world, the redwoods are not angiosperms, they are gymnosperms of the cypress family. Question number 11. In anatropous ovule, the micropyle is projected. Option A. Upward. Option B. Downward. Option C. Left side. Option D. Right side. The correct answer is Option B. Downward. In seed plants, the ovule, small egg, is the structure that gives rise to and contains the female reproductive cells. An anatropous ovule is a completely inverted ovule turned back 180 degrees on its stalk and a downwardly directed micropyle, opening through which pollen tube enters the ovule. If is the most common type of ovule found in more than 80% angiosperm families. Question number 12. Which among these is the tallest angiosperm? Option A. Australian eucalyptus. Option B. Banyan. Option C. Silver oak. Option D. California redwood. The correct answer is Option A. Australian eucalyptus. Angiosperms are quite dominant and they happen to be among the biggest plants on the planet. Among angiosperms, the Australian eucalyptus happens to be the tallest, growing up to 110 meters in height. Question number 13. What parts of a plant depend on the stem for support? Option A. Leaves. Option B. Fruits. Option C. Flowers. Option D. All of them. The correct answer is option D. All of them. The stem is an essential part of a plant that provides mechanical support to the whole plant body. Every other part of the plant except the one underground depends on the stem for support. This includes leaves, fruits, flowers, branches, etc. Question number 14. Which of the following is a pome fruit? Option A. Mango. Option B. Apple. Option C. Lychee. Option D. Peach. The correct answer is option B. Apple. Pome is a simple, fleshy but false fruit as it is surrounded by a fleshy thalamus which is edible while actual fruit lies within. Apple is a pome fruit. Mango and peach are examples of a drupe fruit. Lychee is a nut. Question number 15. Which of the following is not the part of the leaf? Option A. Petiole. Option B. Lamina. Option C. Internode. Option D. Leaf base. The correct answer is option C. Internode. A typical leaf consists of three main parts: leaf base, petiole and lamina. The leaf is attached to the stem by the leaf base. Petiole is the stalk of the leaf that attaches it to the stem. The lamina or the leaf plate is the green expanded part of the leaf with veins and veinlets. Internode is the part of the stem between the two successive nodes. Question number 16. Unique feature of the plants that belong to family Fabaceae is underscore. Option A. They give food to many animals. Option B. They can fix atmospheric nitrogen. Option C. Their flowers are the main source of nectar for bees. Option D. None of them. The correct answer is option B. They can fix atmospheric nitrogen. Members of the family Fabaceae are leguminous plants. These plants have the ability to fix atmospheric nitrogen with the help of nitrogen-fixing bacteria that live in the root nodules of leguminous plants. Due to their ability to fix inorganic nitrogen into organic nitrogen, these plants usually have huge amounts of protein in their products. Question number 17. A flower which can be divided into two equal halves in only one plane is: option A. Zygomorphic. Option B. Actinomorphic. Option C. Regular. Option D. Perfect. The correct answer is option A. Zygomorphic. In symmetry, the flower may be actinomorphic, radial symmetry, or zygomorphic, bilateral symmetry. When a flower can be divided into two equal radial halves in any radial plane passing through the center, it is said to be actinomorphic. A flower which can be divided into two equal halves by only one plane is said to be zygomorphic. For example, pea, gulmohar, bean, cassia. Question number 18. Velamen tissue is found in: option A. Mesophytes. Option B. Epiphytes. Option C. Hydrophytes. Option D. Xerophytes. The correct answer is option B. Epiphytes. Epiphytic roots develop from the stem and freely hang in the air. They are provided with an outer covering known as velamen by means of which moisture from the atmosphere is absorbed. These roots also function as assimilatory organs due to the presence of chloroplast contents below the velamen tissues. For example, Vanda, orchid. Question number 19. The diagram given below is the VS of maize seed. Identify the option where the alphabets are correctly identified. Option A. A equals alluron tissue, B equals scutellum, C equals coleoptile, D equals plumule. Option B. A equals endosperm, B equals scutellum, C equals coleorhiza, D equals radical. Option C. A equals scutellum, B equals endosperm, C equals coleoptile, D equals plumule. Option D. A equals endosperm, B equals scutellum, C equals coleoptile, D equals plumule. The correct answer is option D. A equals endosperm, B equals scutellum, C equals coleoptile, D equals plumule. In the seeds of cereals such as maize, the seed coat is membranous and generally fused with the fruit wall. The endosperm is bulky and stores food. The outer covering of endosperm separates the embryo by a proteinous layer called alluron layer. The embryo is small and situated in a groove at one end of the endosperm. It consists of one large and shield-shaped cotyledon known as scutellum and a short axis with a plumule and a radical. The plumule and radical are enclosed in sheaths which are called coleoptile and coleorhiza respectively. Question number 20. Leaf of all angiosperms have the same basic structure and can never be used in classification due to its generic structure. Option A. True. Option B. False. The correct answer is option B. False. Angiosperms classified into monocots and dicots based on the number of cotyledons they possess also have different types of leaf venation. In monocots the venation is parallel, while it is reticulate or net-like in dicots. So, leaf structure differs based on the angiosperm class and can be used as a criterion in plant classification. Thank you for watching the video. If you'd like practice this quiz, then download the Wonderslate app now, link in the description below. If you have any suggestion for us, feel free to leave comments. If you liked the video and want to see more of it, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to click on subscribe button to get more updates of the future videos.